What's up, man? It's Trick out checking in. You already know what time it is. And this is the first episode of Kickn Wit Trik. Y'all come on through. I know we starting this from the bottom. You feel me? Like, this is my crib. You know what I'm saying? Got a little backdrop, little camera, little lights. Anything you got going, ideas, awareness. This the spot you want to come and talk your shit at. You feel me? This gonna be our little corner. We gonna chop it up. We gonna see what we can do, not only for the city, but for all the up and coming artists. You know what I mean? We're trying to tap in with everybody. Y'all gotta check in with me. Come on. Without further ado, I'm bringing up my first guest on the show. You know what I mean? And this guy right here been putting in some work. Ran into him when I first moved up here, stayed motivated, and we're gonna talk about the journey a little bit. Without further ado, we're gonna bring up Rock.
I'm just gonna emphasize, fuck it.
What's good?
Thank you for having me.
I like this.
Honestly, it's my favorite one. 2 is the coolest.
I ain't gonna lie, the way they roll together. Yeah.
It makes sense. You just can't line up songs.
If you see me with the bottle on, wallow in the sorrows. Solid empty asses, so I gotta toe the hollows. Cut the bullshit just to see who gon' follow. Life is a setup, motherfucker, role model. I got questions for the crescent moon. Why y'all to my nigga damn young so soon? Taught me how to shoot craps in the living room. Rise like his daddy smoking seeds by noon. He ain't smoking lights for a nigga. Bullet special select, puffin' on red shit. As I'm counting up these days, waiting on work. Damn, baby, I'm
212. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You gonna get your ass left if you don't come on. They snapped into it, then. People act crazy until you show them you a nigga.
Until you show them you're coherent. Especially on some drugs, bro. Motherfucker, you know you coherent real quick.
If you ever want to catch somebody playing dumb, be a nigga and watch them gain some sense. Oh, shit. Crazy motherfuckers be yelling and shit. You let them see another crazy motherfucker. They like, damn.
This nigga
Really crazy. You Kickn Wit Trik. You already know what time it is. You got a job, bro. You work?
Yeah, man. I'm front desk at a fucking what's it called? Physical therapy spot. I just make old folks smile before they go in and get beat up on.
Like customer service type shit.
Yeah, I just do like checking in, checking out. That's all. Sitting up front with nice lady that work the actual office.
I work in like restaurant biz type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
For every artist out there, you gotta have your job. Like you gotta be working. You can't just be out here saying you're an artist. So I'm glad to hear that you working. You feel me?
If a nigga tells you that he just doing music and that nigga don't look a certain way, walk a certain way, talk a certain way, I'm sorry. That nigga lying. And if he does move a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way, he's getting it in a way that most people don't need to get, which is shortcutting, cheating, whatever you want to call it, scamming, whatever, selling drugs. Do what you got to do. Fuck it at the end of the day, right? But don't let these niggas lie to you no more. It's 2025. Niggas is not just rapping. It takes 25,000 streams to 3,500 streams to get one goddamn dollar. So don't let niggas lie to you.
That's on some real.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, it's harder now to get money out the game than it was before.
Way harder.
So you think you really getting money? Like you just doing this music and you trying to depend on that money? I'm sorry, that ain't gonna be like you gotta get you a job. But now I ain't gonna lie, working a job. The reason I bring that up is because I worked a job throughout my whole career, right? And there was a lot of small things I learned, like not only just customer service, but like how I could be a better artist out here, like when I'm presenting myself, marketing and shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Little stuff like staying up to date with today's lingo, today's energy. You know what level to set the tones in while you're speaking to people. What vocabulary words you could pick up on. So all those reasons is the reason why I kept a job. Mm. Now, a deal, you know, that one lump sum, that would have been nice. But I wanted to work for my shit. Like, so for a lot of people out there right now, there's a lot of people that just want to, they actually want to work for their shit. Like, they don't want to really sell their soul or get their life away or, you know what I mean? Like, if it ain't no real money behind it. Like, if it's real money behind it, let's go.
I mean, if we being real, Niggas that are all time high give a day is some of their soul right now. Between going viral, what they put in their music, and who they're signed to and hang out with. So that's already sell your soul right there once you walk into the room with a certain motherfucker.
It's a wrap. Nah, I believe that too. It's a certain way that you conduct yourself ahead of time. You feel me?
But no, I think having a job definitely humbles you as a person. Like, you ain't just walking around as an artist and you don't got to, like, even the niggas, at the end of the day, bro, even the niggas that are signed, that's their job. They're not just hanging out. Like, they're in whatever setting they're in for a reason. Like, they're the ones that's walking into every function getting money, not like half of the people that say they are.
You know who to talk to. You go to, organizations that's up and running, that's legit. You kind of can sense that this is legit. Operations. That's cool, though. I'm glad to hear that you're working, bro, because that's literally one of the keys to keeping your music career alive, even while you're not putting music out or you ain't got the opportunities as everybody else. As long as you're working and you putting money behind your craft, I feel like you still win at the end of the day.
As long as you're working, you win. I ain't doing one. It's like, especially nowadays, it's hard to get a job, stay in a job, and even want to stay in your job.
Straight up.
So
I know you smoke.
Too much.
I know we smoke. We smoking right now.
Uh-huh.
What's another vice? Is this like your vice, 24-hour vice? Like everybody got something they need for 24 hours to get through whatever it is. I know people that wake up, they need their coffee. They not there until they get their coffee. Some people are red energy drink junkies.
Right.
They every energy drink trying to get hit.
See, now we definitely like, so I got ADHD, ADD. I grew up taking Adderall, too much milligrams for a second grader type deal. So,
fucked you up.
I feel like I'm like wired a little different, bro. So I think weed either slows it down and makes a lot of shit make sense. And then like, I'm way outside of my head. Like, I'm not worrying about shit. But definitely weed's advice. I got another vice. I ain't gonna put that on cam. I like tequila. Tequila's that shit. Tequila connoisseur.
Every now and then the drinking is gonna be. And you said to kill you. What? That's what she do.
Now, once you pass like 23, bro, tequila hit different. But then once you pass 25, you realize you can't really drink like that. Like now, that shit hurt. I get too far up. Like today, I slept way too long.
And that's what's becoming one of my new vices, naps. Like, naps. Them naps is hitting better than drugs, I'm trying to tell you.
A nap is, when you just go to sleep, and then you wake up like, oh shit, that's your body letting you know. I think naps is necessary. I think naps is necessary for shit show. Especially the stresses that people carry nowadays. Yeah,
you're damn right. A good nap, restart your day. You got 2 days in one.
Smoke.
That shit easy as hell.
Take a nap, reset,
Let me have a stressful morning. I'm finna find me an hour. I'm finding me an hour. I'm finna reset the fuck out this movie.
Oh, y'all shut the fuck up. I'm about to close my eyes.
Going right to the darkness. Finna have some fun in there.
Behind the scenes.
But on some personal stuff. Real quick, like, I see your music. I was listening to your music, and I'm just like, what kind of like motivated you in the beginning stages? Like, what started you off doing this music? Because I like to hear how everybody's story starts. Mine was hearing music and shit all the time, trying to fucking sing, and I got angry ass Pop Joe, shut the fuck up. So I had to learn everything on the low, but I had a mom that did music, so that was my outlet. You feel me? So that was kind of like my kickstart, hearing them sing, hearing the music, and always wanting to make that particular sound of shit that I was listening to. Well, what kind of got you motivated in this?
That's beautiful. You had to go to Bob's to do what you wanted to do, and Bob's is actually nature to do that, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, shout out to mom.
Dads are gonna be hard ass. Anyway, now on some shit. When my dad, when I was living for a lot of them, used to wake me up 7 in the morning, if not a little bit early. And he had a set of DVDs, like 25, 30-inch TV with a box on the back.
Tubes. I know exactly. Probably was a Zen.
You got 2 fat speakers stacked on top of each other.
Oh, don't tell me he had the the setup.
Microphone.
I know you're talking about.
Yes.
And you had the setup with the subs, the wires, the red and black wires. Bro, I know what setup you talking about.
Bro, this man could throw a show anywhere if he really thought about it. But anyway, had that set up, and it was a set of DVDs that I had to perform. It was a concert DVDs, but it was part 1, 2, and 3. It's called Jam Jam.
Was it like his performances or
nah? This is random? Just like Buju, Popcorn, Coca T. This is like OG.
He put you on his OG. That like his old school Tupac and shit for Americans. I see what you're talking about.
Exactly. So then he'll wake me up and have me perform those on the microphone until he woke back up, and I had to at least know one song through and through because they had subtitles at the bottom. Yeah. So that was my little introduction to like some music shit. Then like growing up, hearing a whole bunch of type of music from Trinidad, music from Jamaica. That makes sense why you do the voice you do. It's an influence of what you naturally do. You probably naturally go to that like as your music voice. Like that's the voice you hear in your head, ain't it? That's crazy. Cause I ain't never thought of it like that, but damn, you're actually right. No bullshit. I personally had a voice that I used to think was my voice until I started hearing my music back from good mixers and engineers, and I was just like, oh, you hear the sound changing. It's like I can really tweak my voice if I really play with it. I don't have to depend on that, you know, that foundation tone. I feel like I'm really like monotone in a way. But yeah, no. Doing little performances 6, 7, 8 years old, not knowing what the fuck that was entailing for later. That's good. Because that was kind of like, kind of to get the piggyback off my story. I had an auntie before she passed, God bless her soul. She was the one that used to get our family going with, like, whenever the family gathered together, automatic talent show. She used to have her money out, who gonna make this money? And I used to watch all my cousins and everybody else go compete for this. And I used to be sitting in the back. And she the one that pushed me up to go up there and sing. And I was a singer at that time. Feel me? I'm a little boy in the church and all that. You know, learn song. Yes, sir. So I sang, and from that moment on, I knew how to crack through that shyness. I always think about her saying, go ahead, saying, you know you finna go kill it. And so I use that little push every time, like, I got this. And that little push coming from childhood always does help. But yeah, that's on some personal stuff. Another question I had for you, I ain't gonna lie, because I want to kind of like let the people kind of like dig in your life a little bit. But you moved away, right? From Tallahassee, yeah, you moved away and then you came back. How was that journey? I moved away pissed off because my personal situation was just really, for that whole week it sucked, but leading up to that week, it was just like a whole bunch of signs to like, you know, get out. So I was like, fuck it. I had money put to the side. I had nowhere to go. Nigga was eating. It was, for the first week, I was in my car. First week in my car, sleeping in like McDonald's parking lot, sleeping in I could relate Wawa park. Y'all hear this? Every artist struggle like this. At least if you didn't, you got close to it. So I know you can relate to that right there. Well, really, I had came to visit my son. I forgot what it was, like Christmas or something. And I had a homeboy out there. He was like, dude, I didn't know you was in Orlando. Like, I seen what you're going through. Come through this way. This is my studio. Shout out Tonework, Miller, Faded the Moore. Shout out Rod. Shout out T-Dragon. Who else in that bitch? Shout out Balake. Shout out motherfucking Tut. Bro. All them niggas. Bro, them niggas gave me a whole studio to sleep in for $125 a month, bro. $125 a month. I'm knocking door. And I still had a fucking job. When I got a job, knocking fucking doors, asking niggas if they need windows at their house. You know, fucking hard. Was that with Safe, like something like that? I know exactly what they tried to get me to do that shit. This was renewal by Anderson, bitch ass. Oh, he had his own franchise branch or something. But they used to have you find crack windows and shit. That's if they want to, or house windows. Which ones? We're going to neighborhoods with old houses from the 60s or the 70s, and then I can look at these windows right now from the outside and be like, yeah, them bitches is from the 80s, fucking this type of window, you need this window, this seal right here. Like, I'll go crazy right now.
And that's just a random skill you learn from working a job.
Random skill.
You ain't never knew you was gonna know about some damn windows.
Nigga, I could care less about going up to somebody's house and telling them about shit they already got.
You probably know like what type of windows it be type shit with the colors and shit. That's some church windows.
Bro, them shit's new. You can tell by the green tint on it already. They ain't even take the stick off.
That was just power, bitch.
Bro, it's funny as hell. But yeah, no. Nigga, Wawa $6 sandwiches. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was $5 chicken and rice from Jerk Spot.
Oh yeah, if you at the crib, it's definitely the Jamaican spots.
Yeah, Jamaican spots. So they gonna
catch that lunch special too. About $6. Now they probably went up because it used to be the 6 or 7 at Dutch Pot, but they probably went up to 8, 9. But
bro, I just went to Dutch Pot. All right, I just went to Dutch Pot a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, bro.
Curry goat patty. Excuse me, chicken patty. My homie got the curry goat. Oxtail meal. How much you think?
Oh, you said an oxtail and curry goat?
Yeah. No, curry chicken patty.
Curry chicken patty. Oh, you spent about 30,
45, brother.
45.
45. I didn't spend that. I went and got the curry chicken.
You must got the large oxtail.
Yeah, you got to. You can't get a medium, small, none of that oxtail.
I'm like, that large went up. It used to be like $18, $20. Now that bitch like 25.
I went to hotel. You know, my uncle, I went to go visit him in Philly. He told me it's not oxtail, it's cowtail. And I was like, what do you mean?
I believe it, because where the fuck you find the goddamn oxes? I know the goddamn ox.
Yeah, I can't. But I just seen a fucking buffalo for the first time ever in my life the other day coming back from the beach. So I know I ain't seen no ox before.
Did he have a tail on him? that you like, man, is there a lot of oxes out here with no ass? Like they out here with no ass, like ass exposed.
We gotta look that up real quick. Does buffalo have a tail?
Like when you say an ox, if they strong as an ox, I'm like, is that a buffalo? And they just snatching the tail out of this motherfucker.
I can honestly say I ain't noticed this shit, but yeah, I do. They do have tail.
A little ass tail.
Good.
But stay on track, like you throughout the little journey that you was going through. What you could say, like you accomplished?
Connections, real connections. I say that real connections, real friendships, a new angle of music, a new way to push. You know, to learn how to push myself, a new way to approach people. Cause folk in Orlando, mad different from folk. Tampa, mad different from folk. South Florida, so on and so forth.
Everybody can work different. Everybody got their secret way of how they do business and everything.
And like on top of that, that's what you really learn too. So then you get to see through and filter out what you really want to do or what you can and can't do. But all in all, like between the connections and what's going on now from when I first started, you know, planting that seed, I'm starting to see the fruit. And it's just dope to see.
Speaking of, you know, planting seeds, like your last little event that you did, what made you do that? Like you was fresh back to the city, you ain't waste no time. Like what made you just do that? You feel me?
Well, I've been back for a minute now, and that show was only on 420. I wanted to do it, one, because I had a little bit of money to put back in my pocket. Number two, I'm sitting in the studio and it's all the homies. It's me, Seven, Fuego, Trey 40. My dog Duke, he just started doing music, so he fucking with everything going on. But anyway, I'm sitting in the studio with everybody, like we're just playing each other's shit just for like, we don't feel like hearing nothing else, like nothing really going on. And I'm just like, bro, we're too talented to not be heard, you know what I'm saying? So like, I grabbed them up, probably like 2 more artists that's outside of ourselves. And I was like, look, like, I really just want to have an event for motherfuckers to hear something different and then let them know there's still an underground scene in Tallahassee. Tallahassee still has great artists, whether they know them or not. And that, you know,
So
Tell
would
that
you
you gotta
say,
start supporting for real.
not to cut you off, but would you say that that was like your footprint or your starter kit to make it like your voice known to say like, okay, if there ain't an underground scene that's really doing it like this or just doing it, this is how we gonna be doing it type shit. Because I feel like there's a community here. There's a nice, lovely music community here. But on the underground part that you talking about, that's the more grittier side. That's a more last minute we doing this, or um, you gotta be there, or you know what I mean. It's like kind of like not an invitation, but like a membership. You know what I mean? In the sense of just being able to be a part of it to get the information. Because I feel like that's what underground is. It ain't information that's spread it out. Like you won't see us post this on necessarily all the IGs and like everything won't be posted online. Some things gonna be through a text strand and stuff, and you gotta be a part of that. Is that something like that you're trying to that you would say you want to start, or just more so it's personal?
So I'm more of a person like word of mouth. I'd rather you shake my hand, meet me, see me in the smoke shop, see me with the flyers in my hand, and you ask me what's that because you actually give a fuck and you're kind of interested, rather than me just paying X, Y, and Z posts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool and all. Don't get me wrong. I even had my shit posted up with 850 Exposure. Shout out 850 Exposure, and you know, fucking that shit helped. Like it only brought more attention. But I realized with the attention they got on Instagram, not saying it didn't show the exact what I was thinking, like it was still a great turnout. We had over 50 heads for sure at one point.
I was there.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like one lane. But
I mean, for your, I don't know if that's your first event here, but for that to be the first one you did coming back, I feel like it was a good turnout. So,
and that's what I was.
and it was a good, banner saying I'm here. You feel me? That's what I felt like that was, which was good. So, congrats on that. That was actually pretty dope for you to do that.
I would run into a lot of people and they'd be like, I didn't know you were back. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
They know now. They know now. If y'all don't know, he back now. So I know you were saying, you went through the struggle earlier, right? But I want to hear a story or something like of you getting kicked out somewhere. Like, have you ever been kicked out of any clubs, lounges, studios, houses, cars?
I'll tell a short story for a club. I gotta remember this one. A club, a house. Oh, that's it, really. A club and a house. I ain't really too belligerent, at least from what I remember. A club because we decided, me and the old group back in like 2017, 2018, good little Xan epidemic or whatever, we decided to take 3 Xans with 3 shots of Everclear each. I don't know how we lived, bro. To this day, I'm like, dude.
Was trying to see the Reaper.
I don't know what we was trying to see at that point. But we walk in the Bajas, that thick club air hits me. Whoo. Immediately got a puke. I just paid to get in this motherfucker. Go straight to the back, do what I gotta do. Security guard catches me.
Get your ass out.
And I literally was like, bro, you gonna have to carry me, bro. He was like, whatever we gotta do, we gotta get your ass out. It's 2 niggas. Now, mind you, I'm 6'5", 6'6". It's 2 niggas shorter than me, bro. My feet dragging on the ground like this, and I'm puking on people, bro. Damn. And one by one, they're throwing me and the homies out. We haven't been in that bitch by an hour, bro.
Tossing these niggas like a bag of ice.
Like a bag of fuck, bro, DJ Jazzy Jeff and our ass, bro. And so...
Them boys throwing up on the way out. Y'all boys disgusting.
What was the second one I said?
The house.
The house. It was a house party. I just performed. Somebody came up and this is my early stage too, where I was a little bit ignorant with it. Man, you need to do this. And I simply asked him, who are you? He was like, how do you not know who I am, motherfucker? Da da da. Trouble. I don't know what you talking about, brother. Like, you just yapping at
How tall was this dude? Cause you said shoved him. It sounded like it was a little dude. If you 6'5", he had to be like right here to you or something. Cause you sure
he was at my chin. Cause if you below my chin, I'm not trying to really. Cause I'm a little bad, regardless. If I win the lose. So
that's why he got the shove.
Yeah, he was tall enough. Damn it. So gave him the shove. Fell into the actual person that owned the house. Person's tripping. He wants to shove on me. My homie hits him. Next thing I know, we're like being like shoved out the house by like 10 other of their friends, and they're trying to like square up outside. And I'm like, bro, I'm not fighting 10 of you, bro. I'm good. I got mine off. Like, fuck it.
I won. I'm going home.
I'll take the dub.
How many of y'all? What do you say? You want some of this too? No, I don't want none of this smoke. I'm out of here. I take my dub. You're gonna LeBron James take this ring to another team. We out of here.
Take my talents elsewhere, damn it.
Nah, I ain't gonna front, man. This has definitely been a good first episode. I'm kind of glad I did this in the crib because it feels like home. We vibing. I kind of wanted to get the Kickn It vibe. You feel me? So you definitely brought that through. Anything you want to let them know, like up and coming songs you got out, or any projects, or just anything that you want to, or let them know your IG or anything they can find you at, your music and all.
So we got at Just Rasclat, JUSTRASCLAT on Instagram. I just dropped a song, How It Goes. I'm working on a tape right now, along with a couple more projects with a group or two that I'm working with, but that comes later. Trying to start Rising Friends 2 in Tallahassee, so I don't know when this episode coming, but by the time it's coming, I hope you participate. First one was dope. He was there. Our man Trik, Trik. So nigga, he ain't lying. I ain't lying. Come out, hang out. Shit. Keep being you.
I appreciate you coming through, my boy. You already know what it is, Trik out. Well, that's a wrap. Y'all, first episode, Kickn It Wit Trik, man. And I'm your boy Trik out. It was good. I had fun. Now it's time to go. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and spread the fucking word. You know what I mean? Let's go.